As you guys can see up on the screen today, I wanted to talk a little bit about Siyata Mobile Incorporated. This is ticker symbol SYTA. And the reason why we're talking about this one today, in part, is because it was up 66.67% today. In intraday, this thing was up even higher. I mean, we can see right here, this hit topped out around $7.15. Looks like the high for the day was $7.20. And obviously, things did cool off a little bit from there. I mean, from those highs, we're down like 35% a single day, which is crazy. But even despite, being down 35% from our intraday highs, this thing was still up 67% in a single day. Now, things are cooling off a little bit more after hours, but then again, still there. We are still up massively from where we were at this $2.76 previous close on Monday, even after hours right now, sitting at $4.07. So that is absolutely massive. Now, overall, today was a very, very good day in the stock market. It seems like a lot of things were up. Things are overall doing pretty well. That's definitely benefiting all companies, and it's benefiting Siyata as well. But the stock market being up doesn't mean you're going to see 67% gains in a single day. Now, this is kind of an interesting stock because that's a massive day. But even despite this 67% day, this thing is still down 57% on the year. When do you ever see 67% up in a day looking like a little blip on the radar? I mean, you can't even tell. If you just looked at this, you wouldn't guess that little line here at the end is a 67% up day. It looks, so small compared to where we are. This thing started out the year at $10.90. And again, even after today, we are only at $4.60. Siyata Mobile still has so much further to climb if it even just wants to get back to where it started the year. So that is definitely tough to see, demoralizing for investors and all that stuff. It's a tiny company, 16.97 million Canadian dollars market cap. So it's going to be volatile. It's going to be very, very up and down. It's going to be very, very responsive to news. And when good news comes up, it's going to shoot up high. But again, still, if you are a long-term holder of SYTA, you're happy that your account is worth more than it was yesterday. But you're probably still down very, very massively on this overall. But again, what have you done for me lately? This thing's doing pretty good, up, 40% on the week. So that is that. Well, what's interesting is when we look back, to their last earnings report, this was Q3 of 2021. Sales missed and lack of growth is overlooked because of the SD7 launch partner announcement and refinancing. So some bad news, but also it seems like some good news, in this Yahoo Finance article, they talk about how SYTA announced a weak top-line result for its September quarter. But they do expect an acceleration for quarter four revenues and throughout 2022. While these revenues have been disappointing over the past 2 quarters, they're turning their focus to the company's SD7 launch, device launch underway this quarter with Motorola Solutions as a logical partner. They are going to forecast $4 million of revenues for 2022, $2 million previously, solely from the SD7 launch, mostly from North America, followed by Europe in late 2022. Refinancing this week helps working capital. We estimate nearly break-even adjusted EBITDA profitability in 2022 for a re-rating of the stock. Now, all that sounds very, very good. Obviously, this is a company who could, really use some good news at this point. If we look back where this stock was trading at in September, this is towards the end of September, we're at like $3.50. They're telling everyone, hey guys, things are going to get better. And again, from there, when this stuff comes out, the company's up like 28%. So, they were telling people, hey, we are thinking things are going to get better in the future. We are, even though we've had some disappointing, results and earnings and stuff the last couple of quarters, that's behind us now. We can't change any of that. All we can do is tell you guys we are raising expectations for the future. We think things are going to get better. Now, obviously, that's just what the people were saying about the company, or they're not necessarily going to be right. They're not necessarily telling the truth. They are incentivized to get some people to buy into their stock and everything. But things have been going pretty well since then, obviously, including this 67% day today. And the news of why this thing is popping so high, at least in part, comes from Pulse2.com. The stock price of Siyata Mobile, a global vendor of push-to-talk over cellular devices, POC, and cellular signal booster systems, increased by over 65% pre-market today. Investors appear to be responding positively to the company announcing it has received a $1.3 million purchase order primarily for police and first responders customers in the EMEA, Europe, the Middle East, and Africa for the company's SD7 ruggedized devices. Again, just how they were saying in their their previous earnings report in September of 2021 that this SD7 was going to be a big deal. This was going to get revenues coming in. This was going to get orders. This was going to get sales. This was going to get growth, and the future was going to be good headed into 2022. Now, again, at first they talked about North America, then they eventually talked about getting into Europe and spreading out more internationally, and that was even for late 2022, and this is already, again, December 2021, where they're talking about getting a $1.3 million deal, not in the United States, but in the EMEA. This is a very, very big deal. VK7 vehicle units and other accessories. This order brings the year-to-date orders for the SD7 and VK7 to more than $1.8 million, which again, for a $16 million market cap company, that is a very, very big deal, especially if this is just the start of something very, very bigger and better for Siyata Mobile, for the SD7, for VK7, for all their kind of devices and services that they have going on. The SD7 is an easy-to-use, push-to-talk only, and ruggedized device with a limited interface, small two-line monochrome screen, PTT key, SOS key, volume rockers that is LTE, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth enabled, and uses the Android operating system and its IP68 rating, resistance to water and dust, drop protection, and robust battery make it well suited for use in harsh environments. The user of the SD7 can quickly connect and coordinate on unified public cellular networks in North America and other international markets without any of the difficulties managing the current generation of rugged smart feature phones. So, they're saying there that they have some advantages over the competition. There's actually a reason why people should and will want to buy the SD7 specifically, not more than just kind of brand recognition or brand value or brand loyalty or whatever, but that they have a good product. They have a useful product. There is a reason why people are going to buy this thing, and that's good to hear. Again. The user of the SD7 can quickly connect and coordinate on unified public cellular networks in North America and other international markets without any of the difficulties managing the current generation of rugged smart feature phones. And the SD7 is ideally suited as a perfect upgrade for land mobile radios, and its limitations include network incompatibility, limited coverage areas, and restricted functionality that leave a huge need for the unified network and platform. The VK7 is a patent-pending car kit with an integrated 20-watt speaker, a simple slide-in connection sleeve for the SD7, and an external antenna connection for connecting to a windshield or roof mount antenna to allow for an in-vehicle experience for the user that is similar to that from a traditional land mobile radio. And the VK7 has been uniquely designed to be used with the SD7 and connects directly to the vehicle's power. So again, you're kind of, upselling people like, hey, you can get the VK7 and it's designed to be used with the SD7, so you're probably going to need this too. And hey, if you like this, you'll like this and you'll like that. And it's just kind of, upselling people and getting those bigger and bigger orders and sales and everything coming in. And just increasing kind of your, just the whole package that you have. And connects directly to the vehicle's power. Plus, it can also connect to a Uniden cellular amplifier for better cellular connectivity and can be equipped with an external remote speaker microphone to ensure compliance with hands-free communication legislation. And then there's a quote from the CEO of Siyata as well. Both the SD7 and VK7 products were recently launched, so we are gratified to see increasing adoption of our innovative cellular products and related accessories. Moreover, we expect this adoption trend to continue given the unique technical capabilities of our product portfolio and the value proposition they represent to enterprise and first responder customers. And that's awesome to hear. Again, the CEO saying adoption's been great. We expect it to increase. We expect to see growth, and our products do actually add value. There is a legitimate value proposition for our customers, and that we have a big customer base, in these enterprise users, in these first responder customers. They know who their market is. They know what they want. They know what they need. They know what they would find valuable in a product, and they know that they can get them to buy. They, are saying, hey, this is a good product. It's going to replace this old product that's not as good anymore that we know you have. So you want the better version of it, right? And yeah, really, really good. So again, a ton of good news coming out today for SYTA. I definitely can understand why the stock is up 67%. This is an absolutely big day. But again, zooming out, still, this news isn't sending it to all-time highs. It's not sending it crazy high. It's not sending it to prices we haven't seen before. So SYTA still has a long way to go, but it seems like, it's possible that the stock may have found a bottom, that things may be turning around, that they may be showing some growth, they may be showing some signs of life, which could be very, very exciting. But again, as always, no financial advice in this video. I'm not telling you to buy SYTA or throw your life savings into it or anything like that. Just kind of covering the stories, the news, what's going on in the stock market world, and giving you guys some context so you can dive in and do your own research and come to your own conclusions about what stocks you should be buying, selling, staying away from, holding, whatever. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. below letting me know what you think about SYTA. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then.